Hello, I'm Ian Morris with the Onaga High Media Team, and welcome to the High School Fall Sports Review. First, we have Emma Zell interviewing Mrs. Sperber.
Hi, my name is Emmeline Zell, and I'm here with the Onaga High School Media Team. I'm here with Ms. Sperber for a post-season interview of the volleyball season. How do you feel the season went?
It was a growing year. We were very young. We lost a lot last year. We had lots of growth, so I think it went well.
And how many players did you have by the end of the season?
Well, we ended the season with 10. We had 9 at one point due to a crazy amount of injuries, but we ended with 10 because we got one cleared.
How do you feel the large amount of surgeries and injuries this season affected the team?
It made it interesting, and it made it to where we weren't able to play a JV game most of the time, and so unfortunately for some of our girls, they didn't get as much playing time because we didn't have the option to play JV.
All right. And how did this team compare to last year's?
We were younger. We were a lot younger this year, and so some of that lack of experience showed up on the court, but I feel like they worked very well as a team, and so that was...
And with this young team, what are you excited about for next year's team?
That they'll grow for another year, and maybe we'll get stronger mentally and physically, and we'll come out with fire to win. So.
Thank you, and good job this season.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma, for that interview. Next is Lane Kress with Mrs. Miller, the cross-country coach.
Hello, I'm Lane Kress with the Onaga High School Media class. With me today is Mrs. Mill, the coach of the cross-country team for Onaga High. So, Mrs. Mill, how do you feel about the results of the season?
Well, a little disappointing when it came to regionals, but on the long run, I think they did pretty well this year.
Which athlete surprised you this season the most?
Oh, probably the freshmen. The freshmen stepped up to do a good job on our team, so we did very well with them.
How do you think cross-country helped the athletes?
Cross-country helps the athletes by preparing them for the future, there's no quick fix in life, and if you do a long run, you're used to working hard for something, so I think that's good for them.
What are your thoughts about the seniors that you'll be losing this year?
I will be losing Belinda, and yes, that'll be a tough one to lose. She's been our second runner all season, so that will be tough.
What would you tell the athletes to practice before next season?
Start getting in shape a little sooner, and maybe be prepared a little bit more for the season to begin, like trying to run as far as you can without walking and things.
Thank you for coming. I wish you luck in next season.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Lane, for that interview. Last, we have Keegan Bernritter interviewing the head football coach, Mr. Calloway.
Hello, I'm Keegan Bernritter, here with the Onaga High School Media Team, and I'm interviewing Mr. Calloway, the head football coach at Onaga High, about the 2017 football season. So, how do you think this season of football went?
We had our ups and downs. Obviously, we only finished 1-8. Partly due we had an awful young, inexperienced team, and it showed, especially early. And then later on, the schedule got significantly harder, and so that played into that. But I think top to bottom, it went okay. Some of them young guys got the experience that will help us for the future. And so that's always a positive. But I do feel like we got better from the start to the finish.
Alright. Is there anything you feel the team needs to work on?
Number one, you can always continue to get bigger, stronger, faster. I think the returning guys know that. I think that's the expectation for them. But also just common football knowledge, knowing what to do in certain situations. Some of the things you just can't practice, or some of the things they need to pick up on.
What players stood out to you the most?
Obviously, Tanner Martin had a very good year. He had right around 1,050 rushing yards. I think 18 rushing touchdowns, and he was our leading passer and stuff on the season, leading tackler. Also thought some of the other guys came in and had good years. Aaron Swartz in a limited season between injury and a couple other things had a good year at tight end. Jaden Colderman had some big catches and some big spots. I think Mason Colson had a good year in playing multiple positions. And then probably the other one off the top of my head is Cameron Hindenburg. Really developed into a good, solid player by the end of the season.
All right. What do you expect from new and returning football players next year?
To be committed to the process of getting better. The returning guys, they know my expectation of what they need to do between now and next fall. And then, I think we've got a good 8th grade class coming in that has some guys that can contribute. They may have to contribute a little earlier than you would like for freshmen, just because we're still going to be fairly low on numbers. But I think the mix of players is heading in the right directions for us to become a lot better team.
How will the seniors graduating affect next year's season?
Anytime you lose seniors, it hurts. Obviously, we have to replace a lot of offensive production from Tanner. And then, we have some guys that filled some solid roles. All them seniors played, and they played in spots that we needed them to play in. So replacing them will definitely be difficult to do. The other thing is anytime you lose seniors, you lose your leadership on the team. So finding out who the new leaders of the team next year will be is definitely going to be something that we'll have to figure out with the graduating seniors.
All right. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Thanks for that interview, Keegan. Stay tuned for more interviews.
Come into the pharmacy to see our wide variety of gifts. We are now accepting all insurance plans at the pharmacy. And we're still carrying a good selection of cards for any occasion. Service with a smile. Coming soon, the soda fountain will be back.
Come to Charlie's Bar and Grill for good food and great company. Check out Charlie's Facebook page for new daily specials. Hours include Sunday through Tuesday, 11 to 2, Wednesday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday through Saturday, 11 to 9. And make sure to stop in Sunday for our home-style meals.
Come shop at Onaga Country Market. Fresh meat cut daily. Come check out our deli. Hours include Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, on Sunday, 10 to 4.
Come on in to Farmers State Bank. There are locations in Manhattan, Westmoreland, and Onaga. Check out our online banking and our banking app. Come in on Fridays for coffee, tea, and cookies. Member FDIC.
Bob Service, 200 Litter Street, Onaga, Kansas, 66521. Phone number 785-889-4321. Specializing in auto and truck repair.